the season of giving, the gift of life is critical. A Utah doctor and mother of two recently donated part of her liver so that a sick baby could live. As news specialist Jed Bull shows us, it's a gift she would give again, even though she didn't even know the child she saved.
Medical emergencies have not stopped during the pandemic, and that goes for organ transplants too. Dr. Cara Huser had already started the process to donate an organ, and she wanted to make sure that she completed the gift.
Good morning. Hi. How are you?
Dr. Cara Huser cares for mothers in high-risk pregnancies as a doctor of maternal fetal medicine with Intermountain Healthcare. Until a friend talked to her, she always thought of organ donation in terms of helping a loved one or donating after death.
But I had not heard that you could just sign up and be what's called a non-directed donor.
Also known as an altruistic donor, giving the organ to the person who needs it the most.
That seemed like a pretty amazing thing to me.
She decided to donate part of her liver through Primary Children's Medical Center.
Your liver is very thin, which is good for us.
Unlike other organs, the liver regenerates. Both livers should grow back to about 90% of normal.
I thought that it would be nice to donate to a child.
But she has a husband and 2 kids of her own.
That was definitely something that I had to think about.
Fortunately, her family supported her, and she wanted to set an example for her children.
If I were not in a position to be able to save my own child, I would want someone to do this for me.
Her kids old enough to understand.
To show them that it's important to give to our community and help our fellow humans. And also to teach them that doing the right thing isn't always the easy thing.
In August, a patient needed her liver.
I knew her age, and I knew her diagnosis.
An 8-month-old from out of state with chronic liver disease who needed a transplant right away.
It's incredible. That's why I always refer as our donors as heroes.
A first-of-its-kind robotic live liver transplant in the western U.S. for a pediatric patient, performed by Dr. Manuel Rodriguez. The innovative procedure improves recovery time for living donors.
And you want to kind of make this process as easy as possible. You want to have them recover fast.
Normally, liver transplant surgery requires a large incision. This robotic procedure gives surgeons a 3D view while they operate robotic arms from a computer across the room.
As a surgeon, a fantastic experience. I think that the optics, the views, the safety of using a robot, it's amazing.
Dr. Huser went home after several days and was back at work after a month. Several weeks ago, she exchanged letters with the baby's parents through a social worker.
So I do know a little bit about her, and that is just, it's very heartwarming.
The child has celebrated her first birthday and taken her first steps.
She's really thriving. It's a completely different kid than, the baby I met when we had to list her urgently.
It didn't matter to me who got the liver specifically, because when the person at the top of the list gets an organ, everyone else is now eligible for the next organ.
Helping her recipient directly and indirectly helping everybody else waiting for a liver.
Live donor liver transplantation is an example of all the amazing things humans can do for each other.
17 people die in America every day while they're waiting on the organ transplant list. Dr. Huser hopes that her decision to donate an organ makes us all consider how we might give.